Shabbat Shalom, friends. One of the questions that I get so often is about Jewish guilt. Oy vey. How bad does it feel when you commit a sin, when you do something so wrong that you're so embarrassed to talk about it? You can't even tell your closest friends and those nearest and dearest to you how to live with that pain, how to live with that shame, how to live with that Jewish guilt. That's a big, big issue that so many of us are struggling with. I invite you to join me for the next minute and 30 seconds as I give you an insight that may give you the tools and the resources and the strength that you need to rise above that pain, that shame, and that guilt, and live free, live joyfully. Here goes. In this week's Torah portion, we learn about the terrible sin of Cain killing his brother Abel over flax. Afterwards, he felt so bad, he said to God, "My sin is too great for me to bear." He cried out to God in pain. It's too much for me to handle the regret and the shame that I have that I killed my own brother. And God said to him, "Don't worry. I will place a sign above your head that nobody should kill you." I always struggled with that. What kind of answer is that? Fine, nobody's going to hit him. But what about his pain? What about his shame? The Hasidic teachings tell us a very powerful lesson. When God told Cain, "I will place a sign above your head," he said, "I will place an os upon your head to protect you." The word ot, the word sign, also means a letter. There's a very profound message here. You see, God is telling Cain that I am placing upon you a letter to remind you that deeper than your sin, greater than the terrible act that you did, is the letter within you. Every person has that letter. What does that letter mean? The Holy Torah is composed of hundreds of thousands of letters. Every person has a letter in that Torah, which means that at your deepest essence, who you really are is not the sin which you performed. Who you really are is that letter etched into your soul, that letter which makes you sacred, that letter which makes you holy. So when you feel bad and guilty and shameful about what you did, remember what God told Cain. Don't worry about your sin. You have a letter. The essence of who you are is not a shameful, sinful person. The essence of who you are is a sacred letter in the Holy Torah scroll. Deeper than the id, deeper than the pleasure and the pain, is the yid, the pure soul within you. So, my friends, as you think about the guilt and the negativity that you're carrying with you, remember, the truth of the sin is indeed terrible, but the truth of you is greater than that. All you need to do is remind yourself of that letter of the Torah that lies within your essence, that os, that sign that God gave Cain and gives each one of us to remember that we are greater than the sin. Don't allow the shameful mistakes of the past to define who you are. Recognize you are pure, you are holy, you have a godly soul, and the essence of your truest self is that letter of the Torah that is etched deep within your soul. Shabbat Shalom, and keep shining.